Hi and welcome to Wisdom with Grace Yoga. My name is Sophie, and on this channel I am the Manifesting Yogini. Today I have a practice for you based around the theme of becoming unconditional. So if you've been with me for the past few videos, we're playing with this word unconditional. So how does being unconditional relate to manifesting? So in my opinion, this is really everything in manifesting is being unconditional. So when we're manifesting, we're not changing anything outside of ourselves. Everything in circumstances is just a mirror to ourselves. So when we can't change the mirror by changing the mirror, we change the mirror by changing ourselves. So how do we change ourselves? And that we change ourselves through becoming unconditional. And unconditional doesn't mean we think happy thoughts about everything. It means just releasing resistance to whatever is happening. And I'll provide you an example of this that happened to me recently. And it's a small example, but this is a great place to really start with this practice. And maybe you can try this if this ever happens to you. So I was at a class at my gym, and I didn't like the music that the teacher was playing. And I thought this was a moment to really practice stepping into unconditionality. So what that meant for me wasn't affirming, I love the song, I really like it, and pretending like I like it. Instead, I became more curious with it. I started listening a little closer to the notes. I stopped having an opinion about it at all and just became very neutral in listening to the voices. And I even started to imagine, I can see maybe there's some people in this world that might like this song. And then after that song was done, a song came on that I actually liked. So that was a great example of what it means to be unconditional. And the method, there's different ways and methods of coming into this, but for that experience, I became more curious. So there's this word in yogic philosophy called dvesha, and it is one of the kleshas in yoga. So kleshas are the obstacles in our way on the path to yoga, and we're supposed to dissolve them. And dvesha means aversion. It can mean strong hatred or dislike. So that's our intention for practice today, is to dissolve our dveshas. When you're ready, we will be using a couple blocks, and I have a blanket here. Put some of your favorite music on. Fortunately, I don't make you listen to my music. And when you're ready, let's begin. So we begin our practice today by chanting Om. Inhale. And with that, we'll start lying reclined on your back. And a couple options here with the legs. You may leave the soles of the feet on the mat or extend your legs out long. Another option is to bring soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Find a place where you can relax here. allowing the body to be supported by the floor beneath you. Hands may be on the belly or by your side, palms facing up for receiving. And dropping into the witness, the observer, beginning to notice the space around you. The sounds and the smells. Observing the physical body. Are there any places that you're gripping onto? And beginning to notice the breath. Did my instruction to notice the breath do anything to change the breath? Perhaps you started to breathe a little bit deeper. Feeling the belly expand, the rib cage, the collarbone, and exhale, slowly letting the air release, feeling that gentle contraction at the end of the exhale. Two more big belly breaths. And then continue to breathe normally in and out through the nose. Drawing the soles of the feet to the mat, if they're not already about hips distance apart. Walking the heels in, placing your palms by your sides, palms facing down. Lift the hips and gently walk them a little bit closer to the heels, feeling the low back press into the earth, feeling the entire back body press firmly down into the earth, and start to feel your heels press down into the earth. Notice if you start to lift your pelvis up off the floor. Keep lifting your pelvis up into a bridge pose. And we'll hold here in our bridge. Keep pressing firmly through the heels. Shins press away, chest towards the back wall. Notice if your hips start to lower. See if you can lift them a little bit higher and hold, feeling into the warming of the legs. Noticing here if you have any resistance. See if you can allow and accept and observe. And you may stay right here or lift just the left heel up off the floor. Draw the left knee into the chest and extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. And your glutes might be firing up now. Release the left leg down. Lift just the right heel up off the floor. Draw the right knee into the chest and extend the right leg. Keep lifting those hips high. Lowering the right foot down. Keep lifting the hips high. Lift the heels up off the floor. And very slowly, how slow can you go? Just lowering one vertebrae at a time. When you arrive the hips to the floor, draw the knees into the chest and give them a nice hug. Rocking the knees side to side. And begin to bring your hands on top of the knees and start to circle out the knees in one direction. And circle out in the other direction. Placing the feet onto the floor once again. Bring your hands out in a T by your sides, lifting the hips and drawing over onto the right glute. Draw the knees into the chest and then over to the right. Gazing towards the left hand. Knees come back to center, and I like to place my feet back down to rock over onto the left hip. And then draw the knees into the chest, very important, so that our hips and our knees are in one line here, and over to the left. Perhaps gaze comes to the right hand. Draw the knees back to center. Clasp behind the hamstrings and start to roll up, drawing the chin into the chest. That C curve with the spine, not coming back onto your head. Start to rock and roll. And arriving in our boat pose, Ardha Navasana. So you can start with the heels to the floor, just inviting some length here through the spine, relaxing the shoulders down. From here, lifting the feet up off the floor, squeeze the thighs together, press through the balls of the feet. Stay right here or extend the legs long. Stay right here or reaching the hands forward. Any variation, you can come back to bent knees. And cross at the ankles. Come forward into a tabletop position. And from tabletop, moving through cat-cows. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin under. Moving in unison with breath. A couple more rounds. And finding a neutral spine, spread your fingertips wide, feeling all 10 knuckles root down to the earth. Gently drag the hands in towards each other, strong, straight arms, extending the left foot behind you. Lift the left leg hip height. Extend the right arm, reach it forward, thumb facing up into our sunbird. You can press back with the sole of the foot. I like to floint my foot. That's pressing the toes towards you and the ball the foot away. So our foot almost looks like a Barbie foot, but our toes are spread nice and wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen and hold. This time bend through the right knee. Perhaps you can circle the right arm around, find the pinky toe edge of the foot, and kick the foot into the hand for a back bend. Tiger catching its tail. See if you can draw the chest towards the right. And slowly release. Extend the right arm. Release the right arm down. Keep that left leg lifted and peel the left leg over to the left. Lift it about the foot about hip height. Keep it lifted and release the right foot down. We'll come into a little bit of a middle split. I would say a funky child's pose. So draw the hips towards the heel, reach the fingertips forward. And walking the hands towards the knee, press them to the floor, coming up to standing on your knee with the left leg extended. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling and side bend over to the left. Release the left hand down just softly on the leg into our gateway. Inhale, returning back to center. Release the hands down. Step the left knee to meet the right. Extending the right foot behind you. Strong straight arms. Find that foundation. Lifting the right foot hip height. And extending the left arm, thumb facing up. Take a breath in. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round one more time. Inhale, lengthen and hold. Bend through the right knee. Circle that left arm behind. Maybe you find pinky toe edge of the foot. Maybe you start to gently twist the torso to the left as you kick the right foot into the hand. Extending the right leg, extending the left hand. Release the left hand down. Turn the right toes to the right. Spin that right foot out to the right and hold here for a moment. Settle the right foot down. Walk the hands towards, untuck the back toes if they're tucked, and sit the hips towards the left heel into this child's pose or half middle split, child's pose. And now walk the hands towards the knee. Inhale, coming up onto the knee for our gateway. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, returning back to center. Release the hands. Bring the knees wide apart onto the mat, toes together, and sit the hips back into a child's pose, reaching the palms forward, forehead to the mat. And taking a moment here to set your personal intentions if that's part of your practice. Reaching the palms a little farther forward, press through all 10 knuckles again. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Lift the hips and unfold, tucking the toes under, pressing the hips back. From here, lifting one heel and then the other, bending through one knee, then the other, pedaling out the feet. From our down dog, lifting high up onto the balls of the feet. Soft knees, gaze towards the fingertips. And small steps forward to the front of the mat. Come to a ragdoll, a forward fold with a nice bend through the knees. From here, bring your elbows to your thighs. And keep that connection of elbows to thighs as you lower the hips and lift a few times. Into a squat and straighten. And then exhale, fold forward over the legs, keeping the clasp on elbows. Bring your forearms by your ears and begin to sway side to side. I meant biceps, not forearms. Biceps by the ears. And release the hands, press through the feet, and soft knees, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Coming to your Tadasana mountain pose. All 10 toes are forward. Just take a peek down at your feet. Make sure the heels are lined up right behind the middle toes. Broadening through the collarbone, stretching the fingertips towards the floor. Soft bend through the knees. Soft, steady gaze, returning to the breath. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bow forward, leading with the heart. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Elongate through the neck, through the spine, through the crown of the head. Take a big step back with that right foot and come into a low lunge. The left knee directly over the ankle of the left leg. And walk that right foot pretty far back so we can almost come to the thigh of the right leg, right onto the knee. Bring your hands to the left knee and press yourself up into Anjaneyasana. From here, reaching the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bend the elbows towards the waist, palms towards the ceiling, lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. As you do that, are you able to press a little farther forward with the hips? Exhale, half split, straighten through the front leg. You can use blocks here. Left toes point towards you. And you can either use blocks, walking the left hands to the left side of the leg. So both hands to the left side of the leg. Use blocks or no blocks, just to get a little bit of a different sensation here. Soften through the right knee. Release the right hand to the inside of the right leg. Tuck the right toes under, left hand to left knee. And lifting the right knee up off the floor. Press through that left knee gently just to find a little bit more of a twist through the torso. And then reaching, extending the left arm. Release both hands to the floor. Walk yourself over to a wide-legged forward fold. So all 10 toes are forward, outer edges of the feet parallel with each other. And relax the torso down. If you like to bend through one knee and then the other, maybe bend through both knees. or just find some stillness here. Walk yourself over to the back edge of the mat, so whatever that is for you. Stepping the right foot to meet the left, back into a down dog. From your down dog, drag the hands in towards each other, lift up high onto the balls of the feet, soft knees. Press the hips away, lengthening through the sides of the waist. Wrapping your armpits in. And release the heels down in line with the middle toes. Lifting high up onto the balls of the feet again, this time waving forward into your plank. Shifting forward onto the toes, drop your knees if you need, elbows hug in, and slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Keep your head lifted. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Hands are by your rib cage. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, rising up to your Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Check in with your hands. Are you able to lift your hands right up off the floor? If the answer is no, then lighten the press a little or a lot. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under, pressing back up into your plank. Either knees lifted or not. And exhale, hips press back, down dog. Big toes to touch for your three-legged dog. Right foot lifts, three-legged dog. Left heel to the floor. Swing that right knee forward. Now lift the heel. Step the right foot forward between the hands or get it there however you can. We'll come into a low lunge. And this is where you might need to turn around and grab your blocks again and come right back to the back of the mat. And you might not need blocks here. We'll straighten through both legs, coming into pyramid pose, or a wide-legged pyramid. Soften through the front knee once again. Come into that low lunge. Walk the blocks forward. And you either can place your hands on your blocks, the hands on the floor, or if you don't have blocks here, you can place your hands right onto the thigh. We'll float that left leg up into warrior 3. So that T shape with the body. And from here, perhaps you can bring the thumbs to the chest. From our warrior 3, big step back with the left foot right into 5-pointed star. All 10 toes are forward. Bring the hands to heart center. Interlace the palms, press them forward, lift them to the ceiling. Turn the left toes out, soften through the left knee. Into warrior 2, release the hands. That left knee should be directly over the left ankle, not coming in. Flip the left palm up towards the ceiling. Just moving with the torso, reach the left arm forward, up and back, reverse your warrior. Release the left elbow to left thigh. Sweep the right arm overhead into extended side angle. Breath in. From your extended side angle, coming right back up into a 5-pointed star, bringing hands to heart center, turning the right toes out for warrior 2 on the other side. Soften through the right knee, extend the hands, gazing over the right thumb. Flip the right palm up, reach it forward, up and back, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle, right elbow touches lightly to the right thigh as the left arm reaches overhead. Release the left arm down, coming back up to warrior 2, bringing hands to heart center and into a balance here, lifting the left knee hip height and crossing the left ankle atop the right knee into our figure 4. Sitting the hips nice and low here, like we're sitting into a seat. You can keep the hands at heart center or reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, release the left foot to meet the right. Sit down nice and low into your Utkatasana chair pose. And exhale, release the hands behind the back. Bring your hands to your low back and press the hips forward, keeping weight through the heels. Arch back into a gentle back bend. And right back up to standing, hands by your side into Tadasana mountain pose. Taking a breath in and out. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Lengthen through the spine. Stepping back with the left foot, nice big step back. Use your blocks here. And release the left knee down to the earth. Bring your hands to the right knee and press up into Anjaneyasana. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling and exhale, elbows to the waist, arching back. Release the hands to blocks. You may need to walk the left knee back or the right foot forward, so we keep the left hip stacked over the right knee and straighten through the right leg for half splits. The blocks here, if you need them, can create a little bit more of an honest stretch, and walking the hands over to both hands over to the right side of the leg. Soften through the right knee. Bring the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Right hand to right knee. Tuck the back toes under and float the left knee up off the floor, straightening through the back leg. Press gently through the right knee just to twist the torso a little bit more and reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, release both hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn your all 10 toes forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Taking a moment here. Walk yourself over to the front of the mat, so your left foot. And as you do that, you can grab the blocks if you need them on this side. Stepping the left foot to meet the right, moving through our vinyasa. Forward into plank, lowering down halfway or all the way. Inhale, arching up into cobra or up dog. Exhale, pressing up and back into down dog. Connect the toes to touch. Inhale, left foot, three-legged dog. Swing that left knee forward. Step it through between the hands. And grab both blocks. We'll move into that pyramid, straightening through both legs. Drawing the right hip forward, the left hip back. Softening through that left knee once again. Floating the right leg up off the floor into our warrior three. So you can either keep your hands on blocks, hands on thigh, or hands at heart center, or traditionally arms reaching forward. So pick your level of challenge here in this posture. And big step back with the right foot. Turn yourself all the way to a 5-pointed star. Hands through to heart center. Interlace the palms and turn the right toes out. Warrior two to the back of the mat. From your warrior two, moving into a trikonasana, so straighten through both legs. Press the right shin slightly forward and reach the right hand forward. Reach it forward, and maybe you find the shin. Maybe you just find the thigh. Maybe you find a block. And if it feels okay, into your neck, gazing towards the thumb. If not, just gaze straight ahead. Flip the left palm back behind you, thumb facing down, release it behind your back. Reach the right fingertips forward and scooping the air like you're scooping sand. Inhale, back up to standing, turning. There's a flashing light behind me, distracting. Coming back to center, all 10 toes forward, bringing hands to heart center, interlace the hands. Press the palms forward, reach them overhead, and turn the left toes out. Soften through the left knee, and release the left hands. Flip the left palm up towards the ceiling, reach it forward, up and back, reverse, and straighten through the front leg. I didn't do this on the other side. That's okay. By releasing resistance, we can release our resistance to mistakes, right? And then release the hands, reach the left arm forward, reach into your trikonasana triangle pose. Maybe gaze towards the right thumb. Release the hand behind the back, thumb facing down. Scoop the air up with the left hand and soften through the left knee. We'll come into that balance pose on this side, lifting the right leg up, crossing the right knee over the left, and sitting down. Inhale, exhale, release the right foot down. Sit down into your Utkatasana chair pose. Release the hands behind the back. Press the hips forward. And just a gentle arch back, leaning the weight into the heels. And exhale right back up to Tadasana mountain pose. Heel toe the feet out, so the toes are out and the heels are out. Sit the hips down like you're sitting into a chair and swing them through. Keep the heels planted to the floor or a blanket or something into your Malasana squat. Release the hands down behind you. Come to a seat. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide for Baddha Konasana. You can bring your hands behind you to start and press into the floor, lift the chest, and press the knees down towards the floor. From here, bring your hands to your knees. Press the knees into the hands gently press back. And maybe this is where you stay with the hands behind you. Keep lifting the chest. Or maybe you can start to lean forward. Chest leading with the chest. So we're always playing with resistance in these postures, where our threshold is, and inviting some curiosity to that. So what is going on here when you say, I can't bend any forward? Do you feel, is it because it hurts too much? Is it because your body just stops and doesn't move anymore? Get curious with that. Feeling into the sensations, allowing them to exist. Taking a breath in, slowly coming back up to a seat. Draw the right knee in and place the right knee to the sole of the left foot. So our right leg is in an internal rotation. From here, we'll reach the left arm up overhead and release it behind you, and then reach the right arm back behind you. Back up to center. And just switch legs. Draw the right shin forward, the left knee into the right sole of the foot. Right hand reaches back behind you, and reach the left hand like you're reaching for something behind you. Returning back to center. Extend the legs long. Reach the fingertips forward. Tuck the chin under and slowly roll all the way down to the mat. We'll finish with fish for our back bend today of class. Start with the soles of the feet to the mat and placing the hands right underneath the sacrum. You can connect thumb and first finger. And from here, drawing the knees into the chest. And we're going to keep the head right where it is. As we extend the legs, we're going to just lift the torso up. So try to keep the head from lifting with the torso and just come to the crown of the head. So we're lifting the chest. And from here, drawing the knees back in and just release the back to the floor. Release the hands and clasp the knees with the hands. Clasp both hands to the right knee. Extend the left leg, and with the left hand, draw the right knee over to the left. Right hand extends towards the right. Draw the right knee back to center. Bend through the left foot. Place the left sole of the foot to the floor. Place the right foot to the left foot and just drop the right knee out to the right. And just pause here for a moment in a half Supta Baddha Konasana. This can be where you stay or extend that left leg along and then grab for the right toes and press the right knee down. So this can be a nice sensation for the IT band, in my leg anyway. And then drawing the knee back to center, release the right leg long. And then draw the left knee into the chest, cross it over the right, extend the left arm. Inhale, drawing the left knee back to center. And just like tree pose, place the left sole of the foot to the inner thigh and walk that right foot up to meet the left and just stay right here. And you may stay right here if this is enough sensation for you, or extending the right leg. I'm getting curious here, maybe placing the right sole of the foot on top of the right thigh. Maybe you can clasp the peace fingers, the right hand over the left foot and pressing the left knee down gently. And drawing the knee back to center. Bring both knees into the chest. And just rock side to side. Bring the knees out wide. Flex through the soles of the feet. Find the outer edges of the feet for a happy baby pose. If your hands can't reach the outer edges of the feet, then clasp peace fingers around big toes. Or maybe you just find the hamstrings of the legs. Soft bend through the elbow though, and we're not straining to try to get our hands to our feet. That's not the goal. And release the clasp with your hands. Extend the legs long. This is where I will leave you for a digital detox in your Shavasana. Stay here as long as you'd like. If you need a guided Shavasana, you don't know what that is, I have one in a meditation playlist. The link is in the description below. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.